Jai Hind, I am Pratul. You are watching Physio Learner YouTube channel. Today we are discussing about the PNF. In this video, it is a very vast topic of our exercise therapy. We can complete this all the topic in one video. Here we can discussing about the what is the PNF, what is the proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation, what is the principle of PNF, what is the diagonal patterns of PNF. We can discussing about the all diagonal patterns D1, D2, upper and lower extremity, all we are covered, and what is the special technique of PNF. Okay, we can we try to all the topic we can touch the PNF. We can briefly discuss for the all topic. I tried. Okay, in this video, very important. When you are seeing in YouTube, you can zoom which topic I am describe this and zoom and read this. Okay, current this writing are very small. All the cover is not possible in the video. Okay, start the video. What is the PNF? PNF means the proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. What is the proprioceptive means? This is the joint position sense or the body awareness sense. Here you can see all the notes and all the topic you can note this way. Okay, you can screenshot this way. Okay, what is the joint proprioception? When I command a pupil or patient, when please close your eyes and hand raise up around 90 degree. Sorry, or simplified, shoulder flexion 90 degree. Here we can easily perform this. This is the means this is a joint proprioception. This is a joint position sense. Here this in the between the joint and two joints there is some joint receptor. This receptor is called the proprioceptors. Okay, this receptor mainly the proprioception. What is the proprioception? We can knowledge about the where the body parts are and understanding the how much force are used and coordination between the body and cause. It is a mainly we can another example. Please close your eyes and hand abduct in the 120 degree. Approximately this is a 120 degree. Here this position sense is called the joint proprioceptions. Okay, what is the neuromuscular? What is the neuromuscular? What we can in the brain we can easily describe what is the neuron or muscular. Okay, neuromuscular nervous system related and muscular means the musculoskeletal system related. What is the it is relating to the nervous and muscle and while the especially the involving or affecting muscles and or nerve fiber and the muscle elements. What is the facilitator? What is the facilitator? Facilitator means to make something easier. To make something easier. Okay, easy. What is the definition of PNF? The PNF definition you can see this is a PNF is the approach of therapeutic exercise. Therapeutic exercise mean or exercise therapy or therapeutic work is very important. The therapeutic exercise that combines. PNF is the approach to therapeutic exercise that combines functionally based on diagonal patterns or movements. What is the combines of based on diagonal patterns or movement with the technique of neuromuscular facilitation. This is mainly the neuromuscular facilitation to evoke motor response to improve neuromuscular control and functions. This is mainly a diagonal pattern of technique. Here this is a neuromuscular involvement is there and it is evoke the motor response and improve the neuromuscular control and function. This is a mainly definition of PNF. It is a very important. PNF helps. What is the PNF helps? PNF helps application of patient neuromuscular skeletal condition. Application is the application of patient neuromuscular conditions. Okay, develop muscle strength, endurance to facilitate stability, coordination, and neuromuscular control. This is the PNF helps to improve that. Okay. PNF are also useful. Where the PNF was also useful through the continuous rehab from early phase of rehab and the final phase of rehab, where the high velocity and diagonal patterns are performed. Okay. What is the principle? What is the principle of PNF? It is a very important question to ask in examiner. Okay. In exam it is a very important question of what is the patterns of PNF. What is the principle of PNF? PNF is the four principle. manual contact, 1 manual contact, 2 maximal resistance, 3 position and movement of the therapist, 4 stress. Stress is the two parts, stress divided into two parts. This is a stress stimulus and stress reflex. We can briefly discuss one by one. What is the manual contact? When the therapist hand are placed on the patient and helps to initiate movement. This is mainly this is a passive movement. This is a manual contact. Okay, manual contact of therapist. But PT means patient. Here is the PT means patient. Okay, maximal resistance. What is the maximal resistance? The amount of resistance applied during dynamic concentric muscle contraction. Okay, the amount of resistance is applied during dynamic muscle contraction is the greatest amount of possible that still allows the patient more smoothly without pain. The maximal resistance, it is the difference. Okay, it is improved. What is the maximum improve? Here this muscle strength and imbalance. Here we can discussing about the special technique of PNF. Okay, what is the position of therapist? Position of therapist, here the PNF pattern is mostly very important. Okay, this is the therapist is positioned along the diagonal patterns of movement with shoulder and track facing direction to moving the limb. Okay, this therapist position is a very important. When the diagonal pattern is performed, the therapist position and therapist hand placement is a very crucial for PNF technique perform. Okay, what is the stress and stress stimulus? Stress stimulus, sir, when the D1/D2 perform. What is the D1/D2? D1/D2 is the diagonal pattern 1 and diagonal pattern 2 perform. When the diagonal 1 perform, that starting position is always the D2 positions. Okay, now when the D1 flexion perform, this when the D1 flexion function, always the hand position is D1 extension position. Okay, what is the stress reflex? It is facilitated by the rapid stress. It is facilitated by to a rapid stress the agonist muscle at the edges. Endings rapid stress. When the D1 flexion is performed of upper extremity, then a rapid stress this perform. This perform is called the stress reflex. Okay, what is the diagonal pattern? The PNF is mainly based on the diagonal pattern. Here you can see what is the diagonal pattern. The pattern of movement associated with PNF. The pattern of movement associated with PNF that composed multi-joint, multi-directional, multi-planar, diagonal and rotational movement of upper and lower extremity, head, neck and trunk. Okay, the pattern of the movement associated with PNF composed of multi-joint, multi-directional, multi-planar, diagonal, rotational movement of movements of upper and lower extremity. There is the main two types of pattern we can see. This is D1 and D2. D1 means diagonal pattern 1 and D2 means diagonal pattern 2. It is divided into two parts. D1 means in upper extremity D1 flexion extension and D2 is the D2 flexion extension. Here we can describe about the D1-D2 patterns of upper extremity or upper limbs. Here we written some short note. You can see and zoom, please zoom the shoulder. S means shoulder, S means supination. Here this is space deficiency, so we can compose some comparative type of what you can understand. Sorry, my English is not bad. Okay, not good. Sorry. And here this S means shoulder and supination. We can describe the what is the D1 flexion. D1 flexion, D1 extension. D1 flexion, this is the starting position, not ending position. D1 flexion, this is the starting position. SP means starting position. Ending, D1 flexion ending. This is the ending position. And this is a D1 flexion. This is a D1 extension ending position. Where what is the position of the shoulder? When the D1 flexion perform, here you can see stress stimulus. You can see before the D1 flexion is limb extremity, this place D1 extension. Here this is the starting position. Shoulder should be extension, abduction, internal rotation. Extension, abduction, internal rotation. Elbow extension, forearm pronation, wrist and fingers. W and F is the wrist and function is uh, extension. Okay. When the D1 flexion is performed, then flexion. When the hand position, what is the hand position? Here this is a hand position. Right hand plus index and middle finger in the patient hand. Therapist hand, the face is the index and middle finger, the patient hand. Here this type of okay. And what is the left hand, patient therapist left hand? The volar surface of the distal forearm. Volar surface of the distal forearm. Here and here this hand position. And where this is a therapist called squeeze my finger, turn your palm up, pull your arm across your face. Here this is a position. And here the stress reflex is working. It is facilitated by movement rapid stress in the agonist muscle at the end range. end range. Okay. Here is a quick stress. Here is a firm form. Okay. This movement should be dash type. We pick up a phone from a table. And call some our opposite ear. Okay. Here this is movement. Okay. And what is the D1 extension? D1 extension grabs the dorsal surface of patient hand. In this position, dorsal surface of patient hand, and the left hand is placed extends the surface of arm, and proximal to the elbow. Here this is hand placement. Okay. And open your arm. Then push your arm down and out. This is a position. Here you can see this is a D1 extension ending position, and this is the D1 flexion extending position. Or we can telling about the D2 flexion and D2 extension. Diagonal pattern flexion, diagonal pattern extension. Here the shoulder should be extension. Here the adduction, internal rotation. Elbow should be extension, forearm pronation, and wrist and forearm fingers or flexion. Here this is position. It is a shoulder gripping a shoulder-like position. Okay. And when this perform, flexion, shoulder flexion, abduction, external rotation, elbow extension, finger supination, pronation to supination, and wrist and finger extension. Here this movement is called D2 flexion. Okay. And this is what the D2 extension. This is opposite. This movement is this opposite. What is the command? D1 D2 flexion? Open your hand. Here this is open your hand. Turn it your face. Lift your arm and out. This is the command. And what is the D2 extension? Squeeze my finger. Here they squeeze my fingers, or squeeze a shoulder. Fingers pull and down across your chest. This is the D1 D2 flexion. What is the hand placement? I adjust I think very important principle of this hand position of the D1 D2 flexion of upper extremity. There is the D1 flexion equal to D1 extension. The hand position is same. D1 flexion hand position and D2 extension hand position is same, and D1 extension hand position are same as the D2 flexion. Okay, this is the mainly useful for upper extremity. And we can describe about the D1 and D2 patterns of lower extremity. D1 and D2 patterns of lower extremity. You can see what is the this is the ending position. Ending position of D1 flexion. Ending position D1 flexion. It is the ending position of D1 extension. Okay, this is the ending position of D1 extension. Where this is the what is the hand placement? Dorsal and medial surface of foot and toe. I will share a picture of this video. You can see this. Okay. Lateral aspect or the right side, the anteromedial aspect of thigh. What is the common? Foot and toe up and bend your knee, pull your leg over and across. Okay, this is the what is the D1 flexion starting position? Starting S means starting position. Hip, S means hip, extension, abduction, internal rotation. Knee should be extended position. Ankle should be, A means ankle should be plantar flexion and eversion. EV means eversion. Toe should be flexion. What is the ending position of D1F? Okay, D1 ending position is flexion, adduction, external rotation. Knee should be flexion, dorsiflexion, inversion. Okay. What is the D1 extensions formula? This is a curve or point your toes down and out. What is the position? You can see plantar and lateral surface of foot at the position aspect of the at the posterior aspect of the knee. Here this is the hand placement. Okay, hand placement. What is the D2 flexion? D2 flexion starting position. What is the D2 starting position? Hip should be extension, adduction, internal rotation. Knee should be extension, ankle plantar flexion, inversion, and toe is flexion. Okay. What is the D2F ending position? Ending position flexion, abduction, internal rotation, flexion. Knee should be flexion, ankle should be plantar flexion, eversion, and toe is the extension position. Okay. What is the comments here? Here we can comments the foot and toe up and out, your leg and out. What is the hand placement? Right. Means right hand should be placed on the dorsal and lateral surface of the foot and toe. Left hand should be placed anterolateral aspect. Here is the anteromedial. This is the anterolateral surface aspect of the thigh. Here aspect of thigh. Here mean the dorsal and medial. It is dorsal or medial. This is the dorsal and lateral surface. Okay. What is the D2 extension hand placement? This is a plantar and lateral surface. This is a plantar and medial surface. Here you can see or same. This is at the posterior aspect. This is as the posterior medial aspect or surface of the thigh or knee. Okay, it is near thigh. It is a near knee. Okay, there is the same the cross connection of this. It is a very important. It is a starting position. It is the starting position of D1, D2F flex or this is the ending position of D2 extension. Okay. Here we can describe about our special technique of the PNF. PNF is special technique of the PNF. It is a very important and very important for the all the movement, especially rehabilitation. Okay. This is rhythmic initiation. The special technique are 10 types. The special technique are mainly 10 types. 1. Rhythmic initiation means RI. Rhythmic stimulation RS. Okay, shortly, not rhythmic initiation. Rhythmic stimulation, rhythmic rotation, repeated isometric or maximal resistance, reversal antagonist. Okay, 5 or reversal antagonist divided into 2. Slow reversal and slow reversal hold. This is a alternating isometric. This is a hold relax. This is a contact relax, and this is a agonist contraction or the contract and the agonist contraction. Okay, this video is the one shot video, so some mistake is done. Okay, please. Sorry. Okay, what is the rhythmic initiation? Mainly rhythmic initiation is the passively movement by therapist. Rhythmic initiation is the passively movement by therapist. promote the ability to initiate the movement. Promote the ability to initiate a movement, or it is helps to reduce the specific rigidity. Apraxia. Apraxia means instability to initiate a movement. Okay, the apraxia means inability to initiate a movement. Okay, this is the apraxia. What is the rhythmic stabilization? What is the rhythmic stabilization? Stabilization. It is promote the stability through the coordination of trunk, shoulder, and pelvic area. What is where we do the rhythmic stabilization when a patient is not mainly some balance. Then we are training up very firm push or some resistance from his body, lateral side of the body, front side of the body. This push is called rhythmic stabilization. Okay, here this is the perform with the weight bearing position. This rhythmic stabilization should be performed in the weight bearing position. Therapist applied multi-directional resistance therapy directly use the multi-directional resistance improve stability. It is the improve the instability. Okay, what is the rhythmic rotation? This rotation passively or assistively matter gentle resistance. Here all this first rhythmic rotation how we are perform. Rhythmic rotation how we are perform. Therapist should place his fingers of very multi-directional, and patient should be achieve the touch the therapist. This direction, this direction. This is the mainly rotation. Okay, rhythmic rotation. Okay, here you can see the helps with the one and both direction of trunk and lateral rotation is the same type we already talk about. It is a help the reduce spatial rigidity and apraxia. Apraxia means inability to initiate the movement. We already read. Okay. What is the repetitive isometric? What is the repetitive isometric? A series of quick stress and imbalance by enhance. Sorry. A series of quick stretch and enhance by resistance. A quick stress and quick endurance resistance. It is a help to decrease the muscle weakness and endurance. Okay. What is the maximum resistance? Already we are telling about the maximal resistance. Okay. Here is the maximal resistance. You can definite here, and we read only the muscle the work. What is the helps? This is the muscle strength and imbalance. Improve the muscle imbalance. Okay. What is the reversal antagonist? What is the reversal antagonist? The technique that involves contracting the agonist muscle followed by the agonist antagonist muscle. The technique that involves the contracting the agonist muscle followed by the agonist muscle. This is the agonist muscle followed by the antagonist muscle. This is the reversible antagonist. These are mainly two types: slow reversal and slow reversal hold. Okay. What is the slow reversal? The series of muscle contraction that change the direction without. This is a without pause or relaxation. Series of muscle contraction change direction without pause or relaxation. What is the slow reversal hold? The isometric contraction. This is the isometric contraction, passively stretching target muscle, holding for few seconds. This is the slow reversal hold. What is the alternative isometric? What's the alternative isometric? This involves the applying the manual resistance to one side of the body, then other while the patient hold the position. We push a patient one side. Here patient one side and patient stable on side, and other hand patient hold this position. Here we can push but patient hold this position. Push but patient hold this position. Push by holding this position. This is a alternating isometric. Here they push, here this push, but patient hold this position. We push, patient hold this position. This is called alternating isometric. This is what is the hold relax, what is the effect. Okay. The placing a muscle is a passive stress. Placing a muscle in a passive stress, holding for few seconds, then contracting muscle without moving. While a patient has lost his elbow flexion full range, then here we press no movement without movement. Okay, moving. Press. Please contract your muscle. Contract your muscle. Some few seconds and relax. This technique. This is a hold and relax. some muscle impact improving we can see. What is the contact relax? Placing a muscle in a position stage, holding, contracting muscle uh, while moving. Here the shoulder mobility, it is full mobility. Where the movement is gone, here this movement and relax. Some range is increased. This is a contact length. It is a while move. What is the agonist contraction? Agonist contraction or contract, relax, agonist, and contract. Okay, this is CRAC. Sorry, contract, relax, antagonist, contract. This is CRAC. Involves the stretching on muscle, holding, then the immediately contact the opposite muscle. Involve the stretching on one muscle, then immediately contact the opposite muscle. This is called the agonist contraction. Okay, this is the full video of PNF. This is the uncut video. Okay, if you like this video, please subscribe my YouTube channel. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe with your friends and share. Okay. Please, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. If you follow me in Instagram, Physio Learner